applicant and hired together with Sunsilk.
Top celebrities, the latest gadgets, the newest products, the hippest and the best. These are the things we see at the coolest events. We've all seen and experienced events, big or small, in our lifetimes. And mounting these are the people who walk the extra mile to transform their clients' ideas into reality. The events managers. Tonight, Hired collaborates with one of the country's top events management companies, which is now in search of the applicant deserving of the title Events Manager.
From simple gatherings to huge occasions, to fashion shows, concerts, and product launches, Saga Event has done them all. When it comes to events, Saga is a name familiar to everyone already. And its founder and owner, Robbie Carmona, is a recognized figure in the industry.
Well, Saga is an event management company. We've been in the business for the past 13 years and still growing. We've been handling a lot of events, launches, fashion shows, and many, many more.
For Robbie, Saga's flair in events management does not only pass, but may even exceed foreign standards.
I really want to put the Philippines in the global map in terms of maybe fashion or even events. Meaning, when global principals come here, I want them to feel that we are not part of the third world. We are at par with everyone, everywhere, anywhere. Saga's signatures, there's always something unexpected. It's away from the usual. It's an entire experience. So and I can say it's totally different from the rest.
Now, Saga is in search of an equally competitive, creative, and well-suited individual to join their prestigious company as their newest events manager.
In the Philippines alone, maybe there will be 1 million of doctors or hundreds of thousands of teachers probably, and lawyers, but I only know a few good event managers in the country, and I'm looking for one today.
Tonight, we're starting a new series, Pao, and we're looking for a new events manager for Saga.
Yes, we see them everywhere, don't we, Mariz? I mean, let's talk about the concerts, the fashion shows, the mall shows. We see them in bars, we see them in malls, everywhere. Wherever there's a successful event that's been mounted, an events manager is there making it happen, right? These guys are out there basically trying to push a brand, a product, a service into the market. And believe me, this is not an easy job, folks.
You're right, Pao, and it must be very interesting to find out what happens behind the scenes. So let's see what it takes to become an events manager. Saga's accounts director, who is a former events manager herself, Bambi Hernandez, shares her insights on what it takes to be an excellent events manager.
Events manager technically is the overall head for a particular event. So it's practically his or her ballgame, the way he wants to run the event, the kind of preparation that he or she has to do in order to mount an event properly. So that's why you need to get really, really skilled people as events managers, because they basically are the backbone of your event. We said that you have to value your client's opinion. Number 2, you have to have efficiency, a high level of efficiency. Number 3, good communication skills. 4, multitasking.
This job may look prestigious and fun, but events management, as people in the industry would say, is not for everyone.
Trabahong kalabaw on steroids. You know, even if you're sick, you're not feeling well, or you have to take time out to do stuff with your family, sometimes, you know, you have to let those things pass and really focus on what you have to do.
In this job, the stress and pressure is endless, but the success of the event and the praises from clients make it all worth it. Saga is looking for an events manager who is up for this kind of challenge and fulfillment.
It is very prestigious to be part of this organization since we've been in the business for 13 years and we are known for delivering only the best. So I only want the best.
Up next, a variety of unique, creative, and not-so-typical individuals flock to our not-so-typical screening.
I think ako yung pinakaiba sa lahat. Because katulad din ako kasi ng isang cosmetic eh.
The search for Saga's events manager continues when we come back.
Do you have what it takes?
Hired search for an events manager continues. At the screening, a plethora of personalities showed up to try their luck.
Well, they told me this is screening day, and I don't know, it's going to be, I think, a tough fight here.
Well, I just tried it out. I want to see what's there for me and, just have fun.
This early, the competition is already heating up.
In regards to my passions, events is number one on the list. Events, like I've had my chances in different fields, but I keep coming back. I don't know, to me, it's fun.
It's more of like telling your clients na you're not boring, you're innovative, so that you get to, get them. And trust you. It's pretty much your credibility.
I think ako yung pinakaiba sa lahat. Because katulad din ako kasi ng isang cosmetic isang item ng cosmetic na different shape, different color, different sizes. Ganun din ako, it comes in a work. May different concept ako, different style. Siyempre, nagbabago yung brand nung cosmetic, kailangan ganun ka rin.
They're going to judge like wisely. I know I have more of this than anything else.
A bunch of artists, actors, and hosts also joined in.
I not only do the event management itself, but sometimes when needed, I also do the hosting.
I do stage directing, and I've been a part of J, the Best Picture in the recent Cinemalaya.
Now it's time to let them face our panel of interviewers, composed of Saga owner Robbie Carmona, accounts director Bambi Hernandez, and marketing and communications consultant Carmina Sanchez.
The screening led us to a pool of interesting personalities.
Hi!
Why don't you tell us more about your personality?
My personality? I'm just a simple lady. Simple, but maarte. Simple. I like revealing clothes talaga. I like sexy clothes even though I'm fat, I'm big. Well, I don't care. Basta appreciate ko siya.
Yung personality ko na talagang ginagawa ko yung job ko na pag may gusto ako, kailangan makuha ko yung kliyente o hindi ko sila tinatantanan. I don't give up easy.
I'm a writer by profession, actually a freelance writer by profession. But as for events experience, I'm also part assistant wedding coordinator in Perfect Occasions Events Management.
You're a blogger too. That's hot. Sinong gusto mo makasocialize?
I love this model, Rhea Bolivar. I have that picture here. Yeah, that's Rhea Bolivar. Oh, dala-dala ko pa.
Feel madasant siguro. Siguro isa sa, magkatulad kami ng hair.
Yeah, you're like Robbie Carmona. Pag sinabing Robbie Carmona, he's that successful model who turned to director. Exactly. So you're like an icon in my generation also. So.
Aside from me, who do you want to meet? Those people that you see?
Why?
Sige, why Tim?
Do you know him personally?
Of course! He's a good friend of mine. We're neighbors. We're really good friends.
I want to get the VIP. I don't know where to get it. And I went to the store and then they told me if I bought like 1,500, I can get the upper box. I don't want to stay in the upper box. So I want to be, yeah.
Then be friends with Tim now.
Some of the applicants didn't mind showing us their hidden talents and special skills.
Don't know that I'm running home when I fall down.
It's my passion. Like I've tried so many other things. I've tried, like in my resume it says I've tried marketing for
for companies. I've tried, believe it or not, hairstyling.
Really? How?
I went to Malaysia. My aunt owns a chain of salons. Yeah, it's hard to believe, but
such a young.
so I'm a certified colorist. I went to Malaysia with my aunt's head zone salon.
Practice.
I could, yeah. Cutting, styling. Just not blow drying. I hate blow drying.
And then there are those who mean nothing but business.
I've been doing that for 1 year and 2 months. I just resigned because, yeah, stress.
Resigned from DSWD?
No, from
the call center.
From the call center. Yeah. I remember I did that for 1 year and 2 months. Like, my schedule in DSWD is like 9:30 to 6:30, and then I sleep from 7 to 10 in the evening, and then I go to Amber to tell us the name of the call center. 11 up to 8 o'clock, and then go to my house, change clothes, and then go to work. In 2 months, yeah.
I work as a marketing manager and marketing coordinator in Bahrain, yes. Merchandising of the shoes for that, some backdrop, everything. You know, in abroad, you have to do everything. Yeah, flexibility and resourcefulness, everything. Yeah, they are. I'm not going to be able to buy 2 houses in the Philippines. Here, they're not. Well, at least 1 condominium is enough for me. We are masyado ambisyoso. Well, it's okay.
When Hired returns, whose creativity and resourcefulness will catch our judges' attention?
Belt bag siya, tapos marami siyang stuff kasi may alcohol. Basically, kailangan natin alcohol. Tapos lahat ng mga pens, type of pens.
Production.
Yes! Tapos may USB ako, meron akong Bluetooth.
To measure the applicant's creativity, we asked each of them to bring an object that will best describe their work ethic. The applicant showed us an array of items.
It's actually a necklace. It's a garland. It's a garland actually. And this tells na I'm not just a worker, but I'm also a person they can talk to.
So basically what I brought in is a frisbee. For me, I could adjust to whatever the environment is. So I guess that is one of my strong points. So I could adapt to the situation.
Ting-ting, it was ting-ting. It was made of coconut, diba? Kasi we all know that coconut is a very useful. Pero kumbaga walang tapon. Kumbaga it's just a ting-ting, pero you can use it. It can be an elegant design. Ayun, isang parang package din, walang tapon.
To the techie stuff.
My iMate. It's like me. Compact, all-in-one, jack of all trades. And of course, I have to, kalimutan ko lang yung charger because I'm charged all the time. So, walang pahinga, okay lang.
Tell us why.
Well, I really don't have much time to think of an object, so I brought my digital camera. At the same time, in terms of work attitude, the picture that's stored in a camera is viewed by many, and we all have different views on certain things.
I have the USB flash drive. Why? Because USB flash drive, as you can see, a flash drive can store information, right? Then it could transfer information as well. So for me, if somebody teaches me, I could, store it in my brain, then share it to others.
Some tried to wiggle their way through the screening with details.
Belt bag siya, tapos marami siyang stuff kasi may alcohol. Basically, kailangan natin alcohol. Tapos lahat ng mga pens, type of pens.
Production.
Yes! Tapos may USB ako, meron akong Bluetooth. Nandiyan lahat yan. Tapos kasi wala akong belt, so syempre para style. Tuyo siya.
As my working trade, I have this item, yes. I'm not considering this as an ordinary key, or an ordinary keychain. For me, it is an art form because as hard as this, I'm very hardworking. And as you can see, it has a different colors, which also describe the different sides of me.
describe ko lang yung personality ko sa cosmetic because we all know that cosmetic have a different size, shades, and different colors, ang ganon. Then sizes can be tall or small. Ganon din siya eh. Parang iba't iba kasi yung makakasalamuha mo sa field ng event as a event manager. Parang ganon din. Kailangan laging menu ka.
As soon as all the applicants were screened, our judges began the grueling task of trimming them down to our top 6.
Maraming salamat sa pagpunta niyo lahat, and I hope nag-enjoy kayo as much as we enjoyed it as well. Sayang lang, hindi ko kayo makukuha lahat, and you only have to choose 6 among all of you. So, good luck sa inyong lahat, and just wait for the results. Thank you again.
With a good mixture of interesting and qualified applicants, it was not easy for our judges to pick their top 6.
So I guess we have chosen the 6, and maybe we should call them and invite them to our next event and see for sure.
They'll be excited.
So excited.
That's going to be a great event. And I'm just going to test talaga. I'm just looking forward to how they'll all relate to each other. At hindi yung mga hindi na starstruck. Diba? Kasi especially events, kasi hindi sila nakakatrabaho pag nakikita na nila yung mga sikat na siya.
Wala nag-Ria Boulevard.
Wala. Pero siya. Pero magaling siya.
Next, meet the best of the best. Find out who made it and who gets the chance to become Saga's newest events manager.
We have a business consultant, a government staff, and a dancer. You want to get to know them better?
Of course I do.
Watch this.
Hi, I am Joyce Itambagahan, 27 years old, living at Batasan Hills, Quezon City, born on November 5, 1980. I took up BS Psychology at Far Eastern University. Ano lang ako eh, I started as a face painter lang. Yun, fulfilling yun. Kaya, ano ko siya, kinareer ko siya. Kaya, I could say na I'm an excellent face painter.
Besides face painting, Joyce has tried a number of interesting careers. Her common pursuit is to have fun.
Nandun ako sa point na iniisip ko kung ano ba talaga yung flow ng career ko. Should I be working in a regular job, stable job, or should I stay here in the business as a freelance?
Here's another well-rounded applicant, Antonio, who seems to have achieved quite his own success as a business consultant.
My name is Antonio Aguirre. People call me JR for short. And I'm 26 years old. Right now, I'm a business consultant for foreign and local companies. And what I do right now is I do business metrics and financial marketing analysis for a lot of different companies.
It sounds like Antonio's got things going for himself. But wait till he tells you what he likes to do in his spare time.
Besides basketball, I train martial arts. I like training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and also in boxing and Muay Thai. And I train also with the Philippine wrestling team.
And there's more.
I like playing music. I like playing to the crowd. And I like playing house, hip-hop, and R&B.
But will his long list of skills and interests help Antonio bag this new entry into his roster?
Right now, I'm feeling good about my chances compared with my competitors. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens.
From a successful business consultant, we move on.
The Department of Social Welfare, that's DSWD. So, until now, morning, nag-work ako sa DSWD.
Aya is a certified workaholic, and he knows how to manage his hard-earned money.
Not really ayaw magpautang, but ngayon, since napaka-hardworking ko nga, tsaka alam ko na yung value ng pera. So, pag ikaw, kunwari, someone is naghihiram ng pera sa akin, tapos titignan ko yung status mo kung nag-work ka ba or hindi. Kung hindi ka nag-work, hindi kita papautahin kasi kung ako nga nag-work ako ng 2 trabaho, diba? Why not ikaw?
Now let's meet an applicant who says he's in this competition.
Looking at my past experiences, I was formerly with Repertory Philippines, formerly with the Whiplash, then taken its toll because you're a starving artist. So I tried being a flight attendant. Didn't work out. So I ventured to call center. So 5 years into call center. Halfway through it, 3 years, it made me think. It's like, am I gonna stay here forever? I think our youth right now is really lost. I think we need to tap the leaders of the youth who could inspire the rest of the youth to come up with events to help for social causes. So there, that's my cause. That's my advocacy. So that's why I believe events is a self-sufficient industry and that could really help our country.
Whatever his goals are, at least Brian is now making a step.
It burdens me, you know, the fact that I feel like I'm a creative genius, but it burdens me that I'm not doing anything. Why am I not doing something really big to at least help other people?
Let's meet our next applicant who has a simpler cause. Let's meet Maui.
I'm Maui Gross. I'm 28 years old. I'm living in Cavite right now. Actually, I was working in an event company in Dubai for like 2 years, more than 2 years.
Working in Dubai wasn't easy for Maui. In fact, she has a confession to make about her struggle working abroad.
First, I am a lesbian. I have to accept it. I'm proud of it. This is who I am, what I am. But I've been working in a place where, you know, it's really unacceptable. So it's like I'm working with a lot of mask on, and it's hard. It's pressuring because I have to hide, or else I'll get kicked out of the company.
Maui believes that struggles and hardships also help her hone her creativity.
Writing is my passion, so if I don't have anything to do, if I have free times from work, I compose songs, I write short stories which never finish.
From a writer, let's move to another writer, this time a budding composer.
My name is Denise Melendres. I'm 24 years old. I graduated Communication Arts and Marketing Management. Siguro, songwriting. Yeah, it's the, parang siguro yun yung pinaka most of na-suspend ko yung mga idle time ko. I have this one song, I call it Bangin. Sige, so i-recite ko na lang yung lyrics. Araw-araw na lang pinagdarasal ko na mahulog ka sa bangin. Second line, para ako ang sasalo sa iyo sa bandang ilalim.
6 young men and women all hyped up for the challenges ahead.
Good evening, I'm Paolo Abrera.
And I'm Mariz, Umali.
And this is Hired, the only job search reality show on Philippine TV.
Together with our partner companies, we search for the most qualified applicants by letting them accomplish a series of tasks to test the skills necessary for the job.
Each task may end with an elimination, but at the end of the series, only one applicant will get hired.
Do you have what it takes?
Up next, the applicants divide into two and prepare for their very first task.
All right, for your first task, it will be a test of teamwork, creativity, and presentation skills. Now you're going to be divided into two teams. The first team will be Brian, Andrew, and Aya. And the second team will, of course, be Maui, Joyce, and Denise.
Medyo na-reach namin yung target namin, yung gusto naming makuha sa kanya. So sa tingin namin, makakapag-formalize na kami ng magandang presentation.
Applicants, welcome to Hired and welcome to Mugen. How are you guys doing today?
Nervous, nerve-wracked, but great.
Wow.
Same, but excited. Feel great.
Great. Are you ready for the challenges?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty honored. It's Robbie Carmona.
I'm ecstatic and I'm having fun right now.
I'm a bit scared, but I'm happy.
All right, that's great to know. Now we hope you're all ready to be a part of the exciting world of events management. Now, I was just telling Paolo a while ago that one of the most important or sought-after events company, Saga, is now looking for a new events manager who has the skills, the smarts, and the potential to make a mark in the industry.
Right, you are, Mariz. Now, applicants, at the end of the series, one of you will be hired as Saga's newest events manager and will have the chance to work with the very best, including one of the country's foremost directors, Mr. Robbie Carmona.
All right, but before you get too excited, you have to remember that you're all here to outdo, outsmart, and defeat the others in a series of tasks to test the skills, and of course your creativity, your quick thinking, resourcefulness, as well as your ability to work in a team environment.
All right, now I can see that all of you are holding on to your application forms. I'm going to ask you to hand those over for now. You. You. Now, I hang on to these because at the end of each task, the applicant who fails to impress our judges will be asked to leave the competition immediately. And his application form will be fed to our reliable paper shredder.
All right, so guys, good luck to you.
Hi, Joyce. Hi. Mariz, Budayon, Denise, Antonio, Aya, and Ryan. My name is Bambi Hernandez, and I am actually the account director for Saga Events. Congratulations for being the top 6 among the applicants for Saga's search for the next events manager. So, I'd like to start off by giving you a background of what Saga Events is and what it does for the industry. And what we do for the industry is we create total events or complete events for, you know, your lifestyle and your fashion-oriented clients. At the same time, we balance it off with some corporate clients. So, ano ba talaga ang trabaho natin as events manager? Okay. Ang events manager, when you get assigned a specific client or a project to handle, you are essentially the backbone of your project. So what do we mean when we say you're the backbone of your project? So from day one, when you initially meet with your client, up until the date of your actual event, you run the show. In preparation for your first challenge, I'd like to give you an overview of how to make a proper presentation for the client. So, ano ba ang nangyayari pag nabibigyan tayo ng project? Unang-una, you get to meet the client during your initial meeting. And you get the basic information about the project that they want to do. You have to remember that hindi lahat ng kliyente nyo may be familiar with all the places here in Manila. So when you develop your presentation, always develop it in what we call the ground zero perspective. Assume that your clients are totally clueless about all the details that will be discussed. Your first task involves creating a concept for a product launch for a new invention. So, makikilala nyo na yung inventor and you'll get to find out what his product is all about. So, good luck to everyone and really do your best and enjoy with your first task. Thank you. Okay.
Bye.
Up next, our applicants tackle their first task.
So I call this the twister, no? Because it twists, no?
I like this first task kasi diba as an event coordinator that really creative ka.
All right, for your first task, it will be a test of teamwork, creativity, and presentation skills. Now you're going to be divided into 2 teams. The first team will be Brian, Andrew, and Aya. And the second team will, of course, be Maui, Joyce, and Denise. As you can see, it's going to be the boys against the girls in this task.
All right, so each team will be assigned a new product. So So what you have to do is to come up with a concept for an event to launch this product in the market. So are you guys ready?
Yeah!
Because if you are, let's get down to it.
Each group will be assigned 2 inventions from a Filipino inventor. A demo will be given by the inventor himself. Each group will be asked to prepare a concept for an event that would promote the product. They will later present their concepts to the judges.
I think in all jobs, creativity is very important. Even if you're a janitor or what, you need to have creativity, especially in events management.
First, we sent the applicants to meet the inventor himself, Dr. Antonio Mateo.
I'm a graduate of electrical engineering sa Mapua Institute of Technology. Then I took up my master in management engineering sa Adamson University. I graduated summa cum laude. Then I took up my doctoral degree sa University of Santo Tomas.
While Dr. Mateo was being interviewed, most of the applicants were taking down notes. Some looked bored and sleepy. One of them seemed totally detached from what was going on.
Let's get back to business. Each team is assigned 2 inventions. The twister and the jumper for the girls. And the handicap twister with cycle and the seesaw exerciser for the boys. Let's check on the girls first.
So I call this the twister, no? Because it twists, no? And this is a permanent exerciser that you can have in your own home, no? Twister. This one is the jumper. It's the jumper. So what it does is it exercises your internal organs. By gravitational force, it's now being exercised.
Marketing-wise, what do you prefer? Kung ang target namin, what do you prefer was the target?
Alam mo ako sa start, kung marami yan agad. Kasi meron tayong may civil service directive na lahat ng gobyerno offices natin, kailangan ang mga public, mga employees, mga public servants.
Na-discover namin yung napakagandang motive niya kung bakit niya in-invent yung product. It's not for himself, it's not for the profit, but for the sake of others. Actually, yung sa amin, yung jumper at saka yung twister, it is recommended for elderly. Actually, for all ages.
For all ages siya. For yung mga health buffs. Yeah. At saka, from the looks of it, parang talaga siya, sturdy siya. So, safe siya for the mga senior citizens. Patient.
Medyo na-reach namin yung target namin, yung gusto namin makuha sa kanya. So, sa tingin namin, makakapag-formalize na kami ng magandang presentation.
Let's see how the boys interact with a good doctor.
Okay. Gumawa talaga ako. Merong ganun, mahirap agad yun. Yung dito, hindi mo pa magaganon yan, di ba? Ngayon, kung gusto mo ng medyo lighter ang effort mo, pumunta ka sa pinakadulo.
Especially in this case, you think of people handicapped and trying to give inventions for them.
Ako, I like this first task kasi diba as an event course dito sa industry na to. So, namin natutunan and hopefully magawa namin yung task at magustuhan din niya. Lahat kami siguro, I'm sure
We're gonna share our ideas and then we're gonna come up with one good concept all together as a team.
It seems that everything is going smoothly for both teams so far.
We're gonna have a tough competition. But I hope na mag-prevail pa rin yung
amin.
I think we're gonna win. We're positive about it. So no one from this group is going home.
Try.
Not yet.
Thanks for watching. I'm Paolo Abrera.
And I'm Mariz Umali, and this is the only job search reality show on Philippine TV.
This is Hired. Next week on Hired, the applicants' make or break presentation to the judges.
So in the product launch, one of the things we would like to establish is the credibility of the doctor.
The whole presentation didn't have any creative impact on me. Therefore, I am not amused at all.
We are catering adults and not so old people.
The reveal idea was cute. Because what you did say at the beginning of your presentation, you're going to put a spin on things, put a twist to it. Yeah. So, the mere fact that those two old people, being and suddenly, that was a twist in itself.
According to our judges, one group gave a satisfactory presentation, while the other group failed to meet their expectations.
We now go on to your next task. We'll be testing your resourcefulness, your decision-making, as well as your multitasking ability.
And who will move on to the next task and go on a race around the metro? All these and more next week in the only job search reality show on Philippine TV. Hired.